Welcome to your meditation practice today. Let's take a moment to welcome and thank yourself for being here, for actually taking this time to be present, to go inside into our own lives. Start by situating yourself in a comfortable position, whether seated or lying on the floor. If seated, adjusting your arms so that your arms, feet, and back are supported by the floor, table, or chair. Take time to feel into any sensations, any holdings, any tightness in the body, as well as feeling into your mood, feeling into your emotions, and just acknowledging whatever's being felt and letting be. Just feeling how you are with awareness and acknowledging whatever there is to be felt. Now, very gently, withdrawing the awareness from the mindful check-in and bring your attention to the breath. Being mindful of the breath in the abdomen, expanding on the inhale and falling on the exhale. Breathing in and breathing out with awareness. Breathing normally and breathing naturally, feeling the rise and the fall of the abdomen. This type of mindful breathing can help us calm down when we're feeling anxious, feeling fearful. So just be mindful of the breath coming in and going out. Breathing in and breathing out with awareness. If you find in silence that your mind has wandered off, compassionately, gently, make note of the wandering, and when you're able, come back to the breath, breathing in and breathing out with awareness. By slowing life down and breaking things into smaller parts, taking in one inhale and one exhale at a time, breathing in and breathing out with awareness, breathing in and breathing out moment to moment. Now, gently withdraw your awareness from your breath and shift your focus to the physical body for a body scan. Feeling into this body, into this world of sensations, thoughts, and emotions, and acknowledging whatever is being experienced. So whatever it is that you're feeling in the body, in the mind, just acknowledge whatever is being felt and let be. Bring the focus of your awareness now into the soles of each foot, getting a feel into the heels, the bottom of the feet, the toes, the top of the feet, behind into the Achilles tendon, and gently above into the ankle joints. Feeling each of the feet up to the ankles with awareness and just acknowledging whatever is felt in the body or potentially in the mind. Feeling into the feet, into the ankles, letting the awareness rise up into each of the lower legs, to the calves and the shins, and coming up into the knee joints, feeling into the body with awareness. Now letting the awareness rise up from the lower legs and knees into the upper legs, into the thighs, our hamstrings, quadriceps, feeling into the upper legs, and feeling its connection up into the hip joints, feeling sensations, the felt sense of the body, feeling into the thighs, into the hips, and letting be. Letting the awareness come up into the hips, into the center of the body, feeling into the sitting bones, the buttocks, feeling into the center of this body with awareness, within the hips and the pelvis. Whatever sensations arise in the body, or perhaps at times even in the mind and emotions, acknowledging them and letting be. Letting the awareness rise into the tailbone and then gently coming up into the lower back, up the spine, into the middle, eventually into the upper back, feeling sensations in the back with awareness and letting be. As you go through this body, you may notice from time to time tensions, tightness, achiness. And if you can allow any of these areas to soften, by all means, allow that to happen. It's also important to know that if you're unable to soften, your practice is informing you just to let be. Let whatever sensations ripple and resonate wherever they need to go, applying the same to your thoughts and emotions, letting them be. Now feel into the back with awareness. Letting the awareness begin by rising up into each of the shoulders and the shoulder blades. Gently bringing the awareness down each of the upper arms, into the elbows, into the forearms, the wrists, the hands. Feeling sensations from the shoulders to the fingertips and letting be. Withdrawing the awareness now from the shoulders to the fingertips and placing our attention into the belly. The belly is the great system of digestion, assimilation. Feel into it with awareness. Whatever sensations that may be felt, tightness, nervousness, just rightness. Whatever's there, acknowledging and letting be as we feel into our guts, into the belly with awareness. Now letting the awareness rise up into the skin of the chest, into the breast, to the sternum and the rib cage. And feel into the great systems of ventilation of the lungs and circulation of the heart. Feeling into the chest with awareness and being mindful of whatever comes up in the body. Letting any waves of thoughts, emotions, sensations ripple and resonate wherever they need to go. Feel into the chest with awareness. Now bring your awareness from the chest back up into the shoulders again. Feeling the shoulders and its connections into the neck and the throat being present. Now letting the awareness from the shoulders and the neck and the throat come up into the jaw joint, which is one of the most exercised joints in the body, as it is the home of communication, the home of how we take in food, feeling into the jaw, into the mouth, into the teeth and tongue, and letting be. Feeling into the cheeks of the face, into the sinus passages, into the temples, the head, and the forehead. Feeling into the eyes and the muscles around the eyes. Feeling into the facial structure. Feeling into the top, into the back of the head. Feeling sensations and letting be. Feeling in through the ears, into the inside of the head, into the brain. Feeling the face and the head with awareness. Now, gently connecting the face and the head with the neck and the throat, with the shoulders and the arms and the hands and fingers, the chest, the belly, the back, the hips, the legs, feet, and toes. Feeling the body as a whole from head to toe, fingertip. As you breathe in, feel the body rising ever so gently on the inhale and falling on the exhale. As you go through this process, you may at times continue to experience some anxious thoughts, worries, fears. And there are times when you can use the practice of mindfulness, of inquiry, of investigation, to discover potentially the underlying causes of your fears. If it appears that even after practicing the body scan and mindful breathing, that you're still persisting with some anxious feelings, bring attention to those feelings themselves now, to acknowledge what's being felt, feeling into the fear. As this process may be uncomfortable, please be patient, kind, and compassionate with yourself. And allow yourself to take a break if necessary, and then come back to the practice when you're ready. If you find this process at any time becoming too overwhelming, take a break, taking time to come back to the awareness of your breath, which is always in the present moment. You can always take time to recite a meaningful mantra to you, such as, I am powerful, I am strong, I am capable, I am healthy, I am smart, I am in control of my thoughts. So I invite you to take a moment and repeat a few times one of those mantras, or recite another one that's meaningful to you. When you're ready to resume, just listen in with compassion, listening to what your body, breath, and mind are telling you. During this practice, there's no need to push yourself more than what you can handle, but instead working with the edges, feeling into the anxiety and acknowledging. As you learn to be with things as they are, you may discover the underlying causes of your fear and pain. Now gently withdraw yourself from the mindful inquiry practice. Come back to bringing awareness to the breath once again, breathing in and breathing out. Feeling into the abdomen, the belly expanding on the inhalation and following on the exhalation. Breathing in and breathing out with awareness. Just staying present to each breath, in and out. Now, just like you're watching the breath coming and going, you can even begin in this last part of the practice watching the very thoughts of you thinking, like watching the thoughts like they're clouds flying by in the sky, or like sitting at the edge of the river, just watching whatever is floating downstream. Beginning to observe the mind and knowing that even the thoughts of fear are nothing but passing mental phenomena, just like the clouds in the sky. Observing any fearful, anxious thoughts as just mental events that come and go. Being present to the mind. Just thoughts, just like any of the other senses of sight, sound, taste, smell, body sensations, all coming and going, all showing their signs of impermanence. Observing the mind, thoughts, notice the ever-changing nature of thoughts showing its impermanence. Just coming and going, thinking. As you become aware of thoughts and the traps you find yourself in at that moment, know that you can become free. Know that they are just thoughts. And now just gently withdraw your awareness from the mindfulness of thoughts. Come back to the breath in the abdomen, mindfully breathing in and breathing out. Now, as you begin to end this meditation, take a moment to remember all those that are being challenged with similar feelings, all those living with fear, worry, and extend your well wishes of healing, of peace, to all those living in fear. Take a moment now to thank yourself for proactively turning into your fears and working with them. It's not an easy practice. May you affirm as you acclimate yourself to the fears that you cannot be so challenged by them. Know that you can live in peace. And as we bring this practice to a close today, I invite you to take a moment and thank yourself for making this time for your self-care, which is so important. I wish you all a great day. Namaste. Thank you for listening today. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Thank you very much.